So here's what the day looks like in Georgia at this RV park. So I figured today was a good day to go for a walk. And it was, right? So as I'm going for my walk, I met Mr. Emery. Mr. Emery has lived in this RV park for 17 years. And I've been to a few different RV parks on the East Coast. And I noticed that the people who live there mainly are friendly people. They're so helpful. They want to, if you have an issue, they want to help you with your issue. So I was walking, let's see, I was walking over there, right? So that little pad is empty. There's no one here. So I said, hey, let me just turn that into a little walking space. Right. Now, I could have gone in the woods, but a lot of people take their dogs back into the woods behind me. So I'm going to show you. So there's a trail actually back there. There's actually two trails back. But there's a couple of things. One, I don't want to get all into my bug spray just to go walk there, which I would have to do. And two, there's quite a few people with their dogs here, and they take their dogs and let them off their chain so they can run free. And I don't want to interfere with that. So I was like, I only needed 3,000 steps. I could do that in this circle. I saw Mr. Emery outside. I did not know Mr. Emery prior to this. And Mr. Emery comes over and he's like, hey, you know, I walk this all the time. And if you walk around this other spot, this other trail, 10 times is 1 mile. And then he tells me he has this problem with his hip, so he hasn't been walking it lately, but he would love to get back to it. And he started with walking 5 times, and now he's up to 10 times when he does walk. And just really nice, kind. Then he tells me he's lived out here for like 17 years, and showed me what he lives in. And that's what I'm saying. Just a nice guy. He sees me walking. He has some information for me. He shares the information with me. So I walked around that part just so I can measure it with my watch and see that, yeah, he's about right. It's about 1/10 of a mile to walk it. And so you walk it 10 times, then it's a mile, which is good to know, right? So when I travel, I know a lot of people meet people who are in lower vibrations, and a lot of people meet people who aren't nice. I tend to meet a lot of nice people. I meet more nice people than I meet not nice people. Most of the not nice people that I meet are in healthcare in high positions. Most of the really nice people I meet are at these RV parks and trailer parks and places like that. And they're very helpful and friendly. And like if I have something going on, when I had my travel trailer and I had issues going on, there was lots of people always available to help, always willing to show you how to back in. And that becomes another thing, because a lot of people who do solo traveling, you're worried about, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? I can guarantee you that you will find someone at an RV park who's willing to help you. There's going to be other people who have their beliefs, especially if you're melanated, right? So if you're heavily melanated, there's some people who are going to be like, but then there's most of the people who are extremely nice, extremely helpful. And I go to sleep not really feeling afraid, right? For multiple reasons, but it's just most people here aren't really trying to attack someone or do some harm. They're just trying to live a peaceful existence. Right? Most of the people who choose this lifestyle that's why they're choosing it. Now there's some people who choose it because of finances. But Mr. Emery is an example of what I run into quite a bit. Miss Barbara, who owns this place, phenomenal wealth of knowledge. Miss Barbara, every time I go up there, she's always giving me some helpful hints, some good information. A farmer's market I could go to, places that are already friendly for parking, so that I can, because I don't have a car. Everything that I have is in this RV. I drive this RV to the locations that I go to, other than when I'm renting a car for my particular work assignments. And so she's like, oh yeah, this place has good RV friendly parking. So yeah, you can go there. You can go to the farmer's market, and tell me about the hours, tell me about a guy who does hydroponics. And she just has a lot of information. Telling me, of course, they have a trolley pickup. That's what I run into often. So when I'm here, if something happened in my RV, I know that I could go knock on a few different doors and people would be like, oh, sure, I'll try to help you, right? Now, has it been that way everywhere? Not exactly. One, two people in, this is since 2016. I've run into maybe two people who weren't so helpful. Everybody else was. So I say that to encourage you if you're thinking about living this life, and even if you're a van dweller who's like, where can I go if sometimes I just want to plug into some place and get a good night's rest and not worry about anything. Places like this place, they allow you to stay overnight depends on what you need. There are places that will let you boondock, sort of, right? Like just pay for a parking space that's a little bit cheaper than paying to plug everything in. Look for those places, right? So anyway, it is such a very peaceful Saturday. Oh my gracious, I'm gonna go do some other things that this shaman has to do, but I had to spend the first part of the day with me, enjoying what I need to enjoy for myself. And part of that is going outside, experiencing that nature. I spent quite a bit of time here with the windows open, just enjoying that energy flowing in here. And it's been great. It's been really great. All right, so some of you will watch this video all the way to the end, because I know who you are, right? One being my phenomenal sister, right? I love you. So this end video message is for you guys. Just know I'm safe. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you when I visit during the holidays. All right. Bye.